checked in that you remain seated for the duration of the program. If you need assistance, please find a Dream staff member. The program will begin in 15 minutes.
Baby, now you're one of us. Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Ain't it good? Ain't it good? Being all alone. Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. 'Cause the world don't open up. Ain't it good? Ain't it good? Being all alone. Go crying to your mama. You're on your own in the real world. Go crying to your mama. You're on your own in the real world. Go crying to your mama. You're on your own. This is the real world. Don't go crying to your mama. You're on your own. This is the real world. This is the real
All my life been hustling and tonight is my appraisal. Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, ma, I made it. Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies. Then they celebrate my medals, or they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers, while these other thorns are rosy. And if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest in the garden of evil. I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, ma, I made
of dreams, a city with nothing except for what it seems. They'll never take you away from me, 'cause I see nothing but infinity. And I would love you wherever you are. I'll be wishing on every star. I believe that you'll never fall. I'm begging you. New York City, please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. 'Cause I'm losing my lover to the arms of another. New York City, please go easy on me. Does it ever get easy? Does it ever start? Does it always end with a broken heart? Will you ever see me for all that I am? Have you already given all that you can? I'm begging you. New York City, please go easy on me tonight. I'm begging you. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. 'Cause I'm losing my lover to the arms of another. New York City, please go easy on me. Don't leave me, go easy, go easy, go easy. Don't leave me, go easy, go easy, go easy. Don't leave me, go easy, go easy, go easy. New York City, please go easy on me. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
And the winner is Hove, my man. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect, the most important person with all due respect. Thanks to the duffel bag, the brown paper bag, the Nike shoe box for holding all this cash. Boys in blue who agreed before the badge. The first pusher who ever made the stash. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. Thanks to the lanes, bad aim. Thanks to a little change, I tore you out the game. Bullet wounds will stop your buffoonery. Thanks to the pastor rapping at your eulogy. To little Kim and them.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so already, please find your way to your seats. The ceremony will begin shortly.
Customer, the rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Let your hair down, baby. I just hit a score. Pick any place on the planet. Pick a shawl. Take what the fall is bigger than figure more. 'Cause they forgot to account what I did with the fraud. Pick a time, let's pick apart some stars. Pick a weekend for freaking for figure falls. I figure frauds never hit a lick before. So they don't know the feeling when them things get across. Put your hand out the window. Feel a force. Feel a Porsche. Hit the frost. Ice cold. Shoes got no flaws. Drop got no top. You on the top floor. Pink rose. Think OJ. I get away with murder when I sling. Got less steps than Britney. That means it ain't stepped on. Dig me? The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Red Porsches, from the apple orchard. This kind of talk is only reserved for the bosses, which means I get it from the crown, which means you get it when I'm around. Rich black bar mitzvahs, Mazel Tov is a celebration. L'chaim, I wish for you 100 years of success, but it's my time. Cheers, toast to crime. Number one D-boy, shame he can rhyme. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Sweet. Let that ride out. Bring them horns back. Yeah. This is black superhero music right here, baby. American gangster. Take a flight. It's coming to a town near you. As soon as I touch down, I just want y'all to start playing the horns like Hobie's home. Lukey, baby.
At 5 in the morning, I wake up to fight for my yearnings. The fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. And behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts of trouble me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need time now. I need a free mind now. I really need mine now. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need mine now. Yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me a love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man with this system, he cannot pray. I need to find release. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have trouble me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need mine now. I need a free mind now. I really need time now. I need to free my mind now.
Hello. Hey, families. If anyone has a grade Nisa Ultima parked on 101st Street, there is a bus trying to get through. A gray Nissan Altima.
I might be falling, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Finally, I see your face. Ooh, oh my days. I've been out here looking for you for days. Ooh, 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 I just want to say, my head, you there for my head. I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect. Waiting there, your back, say make a defend. I know fit to defend, even if I play defense, yeah. I won't comport myself, I can't. I fall for you down flat. I fall for you down flat, yo. Go, go, go. Now who go know you bad. I swear you bad. I swear you bad, yo. No do me long thing, something wicked there for your body now. No. I did for the mountain waiting for so long. Oh no. My head, you there for my head. I know fit to reset, I know fit to connect. Waiting there, your back, say make a defend. I know fit to defend, even if I play defense, yo, yeah. I won't comport myself, I can't. I fall for you down flat. I fall for you down flat, yo. Go, go. Now who go know you bad. I swear you bad. I swear you bad,
Once again, families, if you have a gray car, license plate KUP 5429, we're asking that you go move your car on 101st Street. Again, gray Nissan Altima on 101st Street. Please go move your car. We do not want it to get towed.
And I feel like sometimes I cry, 'cause I feel so good to be alive. And there's not a doubt inside my mind that you're still here, right here by my side. Yeah. I can't wrap my head around what's happening. I can't get no sleep, no peace of mind. Trying to beat the heat and summer madness. Only thoughts of you can get me.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Dream Charter High School's 2022 graduation. This is a reminder to please stay seated throughout the ceremony. Dream will be providing photos to download to families after the event. Enjoy and congratulations.
Good evening, fellow class of 2022 graduates. As most of you know, my name is Robert Davis, and I have been attending Dream since kindergarten. To start, okay. To start, I would like to thank my mother, my little sisters, and my grandmother for helping me on this journey, but especially my stepfather for being my day-to-day male role model and for showing me what a man should be. During my time at Dream, I have seen all of the changes and progression that our amazing program and school has made. As much as it is on the students to take initiative and be great and put in the work, every single person on the staff, from the faculty, janitors, IT team, teachers, and the food service assistants make the day smooth and successful. Through my years at Dream, I've had 3 graduations, 3 groups of 90 or more kids with all desires of success and to be something amazing. And this is by far the hardest working and most intelligent group of kids that I have been a part of, and it truly makes me proud to say that I have been a friend of yours. I'm eternally grateful for Dream and the adults for helping me realize my potential. I used to believe that high school changes you, that I would lose friends, not have time for the things I loved. However, I found that not to be true. My experience of high school was shaped by me, not by the expectations of other people had for what I should be. I came to the realization with the help of my 2 10th grade teachers, Beaton and Mr. White, who showed me that they believed that I could be a great student. They are 2 of many who have treated me the way family does, embracing me, wanting the best for me, and offering me unconditional love and support. I also used to believe that graduation was moving on from the friends that I had made. Now I realize we are just turning the page to a new chapter. I look forward to celebrating the start of this new chapter with you tonight. I would like to thank each and every single member of the Dream 2022 graduating class for making these 4 years special and making me a better person, friend, and student. As we officially get our graduation underway, I'd like to welcome Dream Co-Chief Executive Officer Eve Colavito to deliver her opening remarks.
Thank you, Robert, for that incredible welcome. Although I feel like you were just like giving me a hard time in 2nd grade like a minute ago. Like, remember that? I do. I honestly, the growth and sophistication and presence of our young people continues to astound me, especially you, Robert, especially. Thank you everyone who has joined us here tonight for what promises to be a truly special evening. My name is Eve Colavito. I'm one of Dream's co-CEOs. And on behalf of the entire Dream team, including my co-CEO, Rich Berlin, it is my honor to welcome you to the graduation of Dream Charter High School's class of 2022. Tonight, we are gathered here on the Field of Dreams, the home of our origin story, the very place where we first started playing, learning, and growing almost 30 years ago. When that first group of volunteers stepped on this field 3 decades ago, clearing it of litter, scraping together funds for bats and uniforms for the children of East Harlem, they were in it for the long game. Not in their wildest dreams could they have imagined how the seeds of that first dream would grow. They could never have imagined this night, Dream Charter High School would be graduating its 2nd ever senior class. A group of almost 100 exceptional young people who represent the best of this community. And here at Dream, the members of this graduating class have written so many chapters of their own stories. Some of you joined us in middle school, maybe freshman year of high school. Some of them here this evening we have literally watched grow up since kindergarten through 12th grade. Yep, that's you. I see you. I see you. See some of you. And all of them have played and cheered and laughed and cried on these very blocks, in our hallways, in our classrooms together. And everything they've learned here, the successes, the failures, has equipped them for what's next, even if what's next is beyond their wildest dreams. Making it to this point I know it hasn't always been easy. High school, growing up, can be exhausting and confusing and sometimes really scary. And that's in normal times. Never mind the constant upheaval of these last 2 years that our class has endured. I know there were moments that you just lost, right? There were moments where you were supposed to be in school and you couldn't be in school. There were moments you probably felt like, I don't know if it's ever going to go back to the way it was before. There were moments you just didn't get to be a kid the way you deserved to be a kid, and moments that looked a lot different than what we all planned for. And we have to acknowledge all that you have lived through over these past 2 years. But we also have to remember that the hardest moments are when we find each other and when we find ourselves. The hardest moments are why places like Dream exist, not just for that game-winning shot, but for every failure and every setback on your way to success. When we look back on what this class has overcome over the past 2 years, I think everyone here can testify to your bravery, your strength, and the example that you have set for those who will come after you. To our graduates, I invite you to take a moment tonight to reflect on everyone who has walked this path alongside you, the folks who held your hand or caught you when you stumbled. Dream, and you all know this, has a deep belief that none of us make it alone, that it takes a team, a family, our friends, our teammates, all together as we build a bright future. So after you walk off this field tonight, whether you're going to college or career or whatever else is next in your story, you'll make new relationships, you'll find new teams, you'll have new chosen families. But I want to make sure you know that everyone who helped you get here tonight isn't going anywhere. You already know that so many of your teachers and your coaches and your mentors are Dream alumni themselves who have walked your same path. And there will always be a place for you here too. You will always be a part of the Dream family. And on that note, to our Dream families, thank you. You guys are the ones who make me emotional. You're so beautiful. Thank you for entrusting us with your children. When you came to Dream, some of you more than 12 years ago, one of the first things we said to you, and we say it every year to every new family who comes to us, is you are your child's first teacher. You are our partners in this work. We are in this together. Thank you for being the best partners. You deserve a round of applause. To our Dream teachers and staff, thank you. Thank you for the countless hours of hard work that you put into growing the young leaders we see before us, for showing up every day during a global pandemic, for putting our children first, for being the stability and the constant that our young people needed and deserved. Each and every day, you model for our youth what it means to be a compassionate, engaged citizen. Thank you, staff. To the Dream Board and supporters, many of whom have been doing this work for 30 years and even longer, thank you for making what we do possible. We often say Dream is family, but it's moments like this that allow you to know how true that is. And finally, to the Dream Charter High School class of 2022, thank you for the privilege of watching you grow and witnessing as you spread your wings. You have left an indelible mark on this community, and I can't wait to see how you change the world. We are all so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2022. And with that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Alana Atkinson, one of our seniors, who will read a poem they wrote. Come on up, Alana.
Before I start this poem, I want to say thank you to Miss Brittany Barker because without her, this poem wouldn't be possible. So, this poem is entitled "Searching." I spent a lot of time searching to find a seat with my cutlery, my drinking glass, my name tag. I spent a lot of time searching for my seat at the table. Find a people as passionate as me, eager to speak on the contents of our society, the system set in place for Black people, for queer people, for anyone other than men, for people who are left behind, to flounder, to drown, to fail. But when the words spill from my lips, when I start my sentence with, well, it's all a system, or it's just another construct, or a societal norm, or a stereotype, the groan almost immediately follows. The rolling of their eyes, the disinterest in their voice, I can smell it on their breath. Here you go. I continuously find myself longing for that group of people. I continuously search for the me's of the world, but I've grown exhausted, feet burning, body overheating, legs giving out. I've grown tired of the long walks up tedious hikes and disappointing hills to search for the people who accept me and the importance of societal conversation. Soon I'll grab my own tools. I'll create my own table with a concrete surface, with unbreakable legs made from passion for awareness, passion for change, and a drive for reinvention. Eventually, each chair will turn into a throne, and the table will grow centuries long, filled with people who will leave behind a lineage, a legacy of people passionate for a new, of people who want and will make their voices heard, a lineage of me's. And now I have the honor of introducing someone who's close to me, very near and dear to us, our current principal, Mr. Jared Francis.
It's a tough act to follow. Graduates, I want to start by thanking our faculty and our staff for always putting you, our young people, above everything. Their efforts over the years are why we're all here. I want to give them a round of applause. I'd like to thank our network team, our boards, our porters and teams all across Dream, who over the years made sure we had buildings to learn in, places to play, computers to use, snacks at Judy's desk. Thank you. And I want to thank our families for trusting us with the most precious thing that you have, these beautiful, beautiful young folks. The class of 2022 is special, not just here at Dream, but at every high school across the country. For the first time in decades, because of the pandemic, high school dropout rates are rising. We are in the midst of a mental health crisis of anxiety and depression, crippling and snatching the dreams of young folks. Drugs and violence are in our streets. And so when you see a graduate anywhere, and especially here in the class of 2022, know that you are looking at perhaps the most resilient and powerful group of young folks to ever come through American public schools. So I had to ask myself, I don't know what to really say to these folks. I mean, y'all are like amazing. And you're gonna take a bunch of pictures and go to dinner, And then you're going to be like, I'm just ready for this whole thing to be done. So what do you say to these young folks that they might remember? And so when I thought about that, I thought about you all. And if there's one thing that you ever remember me saying to you all, it is this: you are enough. You are enough. Who you are, the things that make you you, your quirks, your humor, your swag, the core of who you are, your foundation is enough. The adults here, we talk to you about all the hard work you're going to have to do in the days to come. And that's true. You got to put the work in to reach your dreams. But before that hard work, it's knowing that you are enough. Everyone on this field has dreams, but not all of them, not all of us will reach for them. And you ask yourself, why? Sometimes it's because we pause and we ask ourselves, and that deep voice in the back of our heads asking us, am I enough? We all know it. Doesn't go away when you graduate. Doesn't go away when you're grown. It's there. And it leads us to hesitate in going after our dreams. And in those moments, in that hesitation, we have a choice. That hesitation can last a minute. Sometimes that hesitation can trap us and keep us from our dreams for years. There's a saying about people who hesitate. I don't know if you've heard it, but a scholar, Sean Carter, once said, you know what they say about those who hesitate? Those who hesitate are lost. And so the first step of getting through those moments, of going after our dreams, of being who we truly are, it's when we say yes to ourselves. It's when we say to ourselves, I am enough. Graduates, in a few weeks or in a few years, you're going to walk on a campus and you're going to wonder, do I belong here? Is this the place for me? You're going to sit in a lecture hall and wonder if you're smart enough, if you can keep up with that workload, if you can party and still make it back to class. You might wonder, will I be judged for how I dress, for how I choose to express myself? Will people not like my hair and judge me? Not a problem that I have. You weren't supposed to laugh at that part. Will I be judged for who I love and how I choose to love? When I tell the world who I am, what will it say back to me? And in those moments, graduates, I need you to say to yourself, I am enough. Because the first step to reaching our dreams is knowing that we are enough and believing deeply that we are deserving. Because when we believe we deserve something, that is what propels us to move closer and chase after our dreams, to be who we truly are. Of course, recognizing that you deserve something does not mean that you're destined for that thing. It just means you've given yourself permission to go out, to get it, to put the work in. There's no one here today that isn't trying to reach a dream. It's not just you. There's no one here on this field who isn't trying to be a better, more true, authentic version of themselves. And some of us grown folks are still hesitating, 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, asking ourselves, are we enough? Am I deserving? Can I put the work in? Or like Alana just said, is there a seat for me at the table, or must I make my own? Twisting ourselves into knots, hesitating to show ourselves to the world. And I already told y'all about people who hesitate. I remember the people who made me believe that I was enough. Some of them are on this stage. One of them is here, 90 years old. My grandmother. I remember the night when she made me believe that I was enough. I was coming home late from school after ignoring her calls. And when I walked into the bedroom that her and I shared for 13 years, she was angry. And she was angry because she was scared. She was scared for my body. She was scared that I might not make it back to this barrio. And she wasn't just scared about that night. She was scared about all the nights that she needed her grandson to make it back to this barrio. And the only thing that calmed her nerves was when she accepted that I was enough. Or as she said to me that night, Jared, I've given you your foundation. That's all I can do. I was talking to one of our families earlier this week, and the parent shared with me a thought that I think we all might be wondering about our graduates. Are they going to be able to make it? Will they graduate? Will they advance? But them being here as part of the cohort of 2022 is testimony, families, that you have given them the foundation that they need. It is testimony that you have told them and shown them that they are enough. Graduates, you are in this moment living proof that you are enough. And our community needs to learn from you. Imagine a world where we all believed that we were enough. A world where we believed that our brothers and sisters and neighbors were enough. Where we recognized collectively what we deserved, that we deserved our dreams, that we deserved to be loved and to love. Because when we know we are deserving, we can demand more. We can demand justice for our community. We can demand better schools. We can demand better places to work. We can demand excellence for ourselves. In my last days as principal, graduates, what I'm most proud of is that I always believed that each of you was enough. That this staff here and in the seats there was enough. Believing that made it all easy. Because we knew you were enough. We knew what you deserved from us, and you deserved our best, and we had to deliver for you. And so, graduates, on this day, your crown has been bought and paid for, and you should wear it proudly. And the last thing I'll ask of everybody on this field is to join me in saying, I am enough. I am enough. I am deserving. Now let's get to work. Sorry. Huh? Yeah. Oh. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our salutatorian, Sanithia.
So before Sanithia comes up, we are going to celebrate the man who set the foundation for the school that you are all able to attend and be here present for. So I'm going to ask everyone to direct their attention to the screen right here. Just thank you.
Francis, look who's here now, and look who's graduating.
Thanks for being our principal. I appreciate you a lot, and I just want to say thank you for being our principal.
Thank you for being our principal.
Thank you so much, Jared.
Hey Jared, I wanted to thank you for always investing in my future as a leader.
Thank you for being our principal, Mr. Francis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being our principal.
Thank you for being our principal, Mr. Francis.
Thank you, Francis, for being a good principal and for being my principal.
Thank you for being our principal.
I'm grateful that you always push me outside of my comfort zone.
Thank you, Mr. Francis, for being a great principal. I hope you have a successful career as your next position at Dream.
Let's celebrate Jared one more time. Thank you.
Let's go, Sadithia.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, Dream staff, graduates, families, and everyone with the pleasure of witnessing this monumental moment for the class of 2022. It is my absolute honor to be a part of a graduating class as memorable as this one. I still vividly remember the first day of freshman year. I still remember being timid and thinking I was not grow as fond as everyone as I have. The past 4 years have been the most bittersweet and tested us all in unimaginable ways. Between attending school during a pandemic, preparing for AP exams, and mastering presenting our work in public speaking, our plates have been extremely full. How rewarding is it to know that everyone here has accomplished something meaningful over the course of the time I dream? To recall all the countless learning moments and memories inside and outside the classroom, experiences worth anything more money can buy. Attending a school like Dream has opened my mind and my heart to the power of being vulnerable. I have learned how to express compassion towards others as well as how to express it towards myself. I have learned what it means for us to be the future. We have an unimaginable amount of potential to change the world around us. I hope you are all as proud as I am of the positive impacts we have on our community. Proud of the chance to watch our peers become pillars inside our city and as far out as Accra, Ghana. We have all flourished into respectable and intelligent versions of our younger selves. This wasn't by accident. It was the result of our parents, our teachers, our counselors, and other educators and staff at Dream, building a community of love and learning and joy. To all the graduating seniors, whether you got a full scholarship or were going miles away from home, or staying in the city and pursuing a different dream, we've all reached a big milestone today. This day seems so far distant in the distance for so long, but now that it's here, know that getting through 4 years of high school is one of the most significant accomplishments we all share. We are all well prepared to start our lives and reach unimaginable heights. Whatever we want is in reach, and if we have the courage to be vulnerable and the wisdom to rely on a community we help build. So I'd like to close with a very warm welcome. I'd like to close with a very warm and special thank you to the community that has given me the courage these past 4 years. Our guidance counselors, our teachers, our college counselors and deans, and all other supporting roles in Dream. None of this would have been possible without you, and the gratitude that we feel cannot be put into words. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish you all nothing but the best within the next stages of our lives. Okay. I now welcome to the stage my fellow valedictorian, Show Obornu.
Good evening to all the faculty, friends, family, and of course, a special good evening to the Dream graduating class of 2022. Congratulations, we made it. I hope most of you already know, but if you don't for some odd reason, even though we spent the last 4 years together, my name is Cheryl Avornu. And that's Cheryl with an S, not a C, ending in YL, not LY, because it's Cheryl, not Shirley, but hey. I personally want to thank my own family for being here. If it wasn't for my parents leaving their home in Ghana almost 19 years ago, I wouldn't be delivering this speech right now. Hey, Mom and Dad. And by the way, if you see a tall man with a beard in an African attire, that is my father. If you see him, just give him a high five. He thinks he's graduating today too. And I'm also grateful for my beautiful mother for not only birthing me, but 2 extra creatures I call my younger sisters. Today is the day we all reflect, get inspired, be inspiring, and continue to dream big. In today's audience, not only do I see chairs filled with teenagers dressed in gowns with cords and stoles around their necks, but I see the future of tomorrow. Dream is family, and as I look into the crowd, I admire all the friendships that have been made, not just with each other, but with our homeroom advisors, through mental health checkups with Miss Hardy, asking for snacks from the OCAPS team. Shout out to Miss Lockhart, Mr. Grimes, and Miss Avery specifically. Getting plant care tips from Beaton, trying to master every sport with Mr. Wilson, letting our creativity blossom with Miss Barker, laughing at Mr. Fluke's jokes, and helping Senora Trinidad around the classroom. And we completed the hardest level of high school online, literally the greatest example of fail, persist, exceed. We had to adjust to a new type of learning, attended virtual office hours, found spaces in our apartments to concentrate, and even went through the horrors of SAT test prep. And there's a specific person that should be given the spotlight for executing all those acts of leadership, not only in junior year, but in her senior year as well. While we were able to get that teacher-to-student connection, one had to stay home due to completing physical therapy for her leg, and that student is Alasia Hamilton. You may know her as the life of the party, which reminds me, her graduation party is this weekend, so she wanted me to. For any more details, go to her. At home, she was able to complete mastery checks for pre-calc, completed her AP research paper on the topic of mental health, and even presented her slides virtually. Congratulations to you, Alasia, for being able to keep going even when things weren't in your favor. I wish you all the best. Now, we're about to do something hard, and trust me, it is way harder than Miss Camp's AP Bio class. We're gonna do some self-reflecting. Raise your hand if you want things to always go your way, no matter what. Raise your hand if you sometimes compare your achievements to others. And keep your hand raised if you think Spotify is better than Apple Music. Okay. As we continue to grow as people, it's inevitable that we will always push ourselves to do our best. With that being said, raise your hand if someone helped you along the way. As we've all attended Dream for the past 4 years, we've learned to lean on each other, which allows us to inspire one another. You know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. We had our fun throughout the years, from the freshman trip to the senior trip. I'll never forget the sensation of the youth simply enjoying their existence and those around them. Class, I want to advise you to always treat fun as a serious value, the same way Dream has shown us through all the spirit weeks, outside barbecues, all those trips that Soto House was somehow always able to win. The Dragon Step Team showcases, just as we've seen earlier, pep rallies, and the scheduled sports games. And a very well-deserved shout out to the softball team for winning the championships just 2 weeks ago. As you transition to college and into the real world, I want you all to get as many A's as you can. And no, I'm not talking about grades. We should all be A words. I used to think A's were associated with aiming high and academic validation. While entering Dream in 2018, my main focus was to do well in all my classes and join as many extracurriculars. Of course, this was important. However, aiming so high didn't make me feel fulfilled. Classes were harder, and my mental health was taking a toll. Scanning the A's on Power School would only feel good for about 10 seconds, but after that 11 second, then what? Fortunately, I was able to shift my perspective and realize that prioritizing myself and letting go of certain situations was what helped best. Throughout the years, I've learned to always self-reflect, and for me, that meant documenting all my core values and thoughts into a small book, unleashing all I can into a small piece of paper. We all have something to strive for. Be aspiring, be appreciative, be affectionate, be ambitious. Don't be afraid, don't be apathetic. Class, as we're about to start a new chapter, please take note that success does not go hand in hand with the most prestigious college you'll be attending or the career you'll be pursuing. It's very much so based on how you can adapt to the changes around you. You are all the authors of your own story, but the book is not going to write itself. Put in the work, and all will surely come to you. Take with you this final A phrase: all kids can, this kid can. Congratulations, class of 2022. I just know we've accomplished so much. And it's my pleasure to introduce the next speaker, a Dream Ambassador and Dream Alumni Council co-chair, Jalen Amaker from the Dream class of 2011. Thank you.
Let's give her another round of applause. She could have read my speech. Good evening, Dream family. It's an honor to be here with you today. It's an absolute honor. I want to thank Jared. I want to thank Rich. I want to thank Eve and everyone for trusting me with this opportunity. I remember what it was like graduating and how special it is to have a speaker. I must admit that it's a bit ironic to be standing before you today. I've been to many graduations, and usually the commencement speaker is someone of note, either a politician, some fancy lawyer, some fancy doctor. So for the last month, I've been trying to figure out why me. I've been trying to answer two questions: why me, and what makes me special enough to stand before you today? And then it dawned on me, I'm just like you. The most special thing about me is that I'm just like you. 11 years ago, I celebrated my own graduation on this very field, long before we had a high school and all these nice backgrounds. I'm here to represent that you can become your wildest dreams. I too am the product of the inner city. I grew up in George Washington Carver houses about 10 minutes from here. I lost great people to the far too common entrapments of crime, drugs, death, or gangs. Growing up, I was also subjected to more talks about what I couldn't be rather than what I could be. I was constantly reminded of what the statistics were and that the odds were stacked against me. The irony in our lived experiences is that some of the most prominent firms, banks, fashion companies sit 40 blocks south of where we are today. Yet from where we are, it seems like a completely different world. As a young child, this was extremely confusing to me and frustrating. I eventually used it to be the source of my inspiration. Like you, I became committed to providing to myself and to my family that I could be anything that I wanted to be. I watched my parents work hard to provide as many opportunities to my brother and I. Inspired by their dedication, I sought a life that was completely different than the one I was exposed to. Like you, I began to chase everything that society told me I couldn't be. I sought to have experiences that would allow me to come back and tell stories that hadn't been told in my community. Today is a celebration of your hard work and your desire to defy the odds. Today marks the passing of the torch from your family to you. Your families have taken the torch as far as possible, and now it's your opportunity to create a legacy. In a few months, you will embark on a journey, with many of you being the first to step onto a college campus. You'll be in an environment with new people, there'll be new challenges, and adversity will manifest in different ways. I know this brings mixed feelings, happiness, nervousness, uncertainty. You might even have some doubt as to whether you made the right decision. I vividly remember my first day on the college campus, and I felt like I was in a foreign country. My upbringing and physical environment was completely different than that of my peers. Navigating these two contradictory worlds was a challenge because what I needed to survive at home was completely different than what I needed to survive at school. Today, I just want to remind you, in the midst of adversity, do not quit. Quitting becomes a habit. Instead, I want you to remember some of your best moments. Remember how you feel right now. Remember how you felt on decision day. Remember how you felt when you got your first college acceptance letter. When you sat with your college counselors and embarked on the admission process and navigated the college process, none of you made a conditional promise. You knew that your decisions would impact a lot more people than just yourself. No one said, I will go to college and graduate if everything goes perfectly. So when adversity hits, I challenge you to stay true to what you said you would do long after the mood you set it in has left. This next chapter of your life will undoubtedly have its ups and downs. Life will knock you down. In these moments, it's okay to take a second to regroup. Call a friend, call your family, say a prayer, shed some tears. But immediately after, I need you to get up with your head held high because one chapter does not define the book. When you persevere, you inspire those around you to keep getting up and chasing their dreams. I know you are capable. You all are resilient. None of you quit when COVID impacted the two most important years of your high school career. I promise you that you will achieve your goals if you remain resilient. If you are consistent, you will reach heights that you've never imagined. In closing, I want to share the best advice my mother has ever given me. First, whatever you start, you finish. Second, create the highest, most grandest vision of your life possible because you become what you believe. Life is an echo. Some of your life's best moments haven't happened yet. There are more people for you to meet, more places for you to see, firsts for you to achieve, and goals for you to accomplish. Today is just the beginning. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Jalen. And I think it's time to do some graduating. Y'all ready? That should come over by me now.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it over to you.
All right, Clemente, are you ready? Calvin Arredondo.
I'll just hand it to you.
Cheryl Avornu. Jaden Bright.
Azucena Calva Luna.
Joshua Cordero.
Aminata Kulibali.
Anissa Cubas. Robert Davis.
Brianna Delgado.
Leilani Pluto.
Lancy Harris.
Justin Holloman.
Kenny Meza Gomez.
Amir Mills.
Zai Ortiz.
Quadir Robinson.
Maya Rogers. Brianna Romero Blacks.
Alexis Rose. Brianna Ruiz.
Angel Torres.
Darius Tyson.
Kayla Villegas.
All right, guys, can we please give a round of applause for the Morrison Advisees? Woo! Stop hating, Morrison's one of the best. Anyways, all right, Morrison's amazing. Shh. All right, so first up, Mariah Alicia.
Amanda Arroyo. Emmanuel Bennett.
Nicholas Boone.
Jalil Capers.
Fatima Cisse.
Well, he might not be joining us here today. Charles Crawford. Next up, Jaden Diaz.
Sanaya Dorch.
Antonius Frederick. Tajay Gaynor. Ahmad Gibbons. Brianna Higgins. Tashia Jones.
Nasheem Jones. Abdul Tariq Malikali. Shane Muhammad.
Gabriel Morales.
Mamadou Inye. Yamaya Smalls. Hailey Toscano. Isaiah Willis.
Whose house? Obama house. Whose house? Obama house. No. You go first, yep. Kalisa Abdul Aziz.
Ooh, child. We knocked the whole book over. So bad. Ooh, child.
Damaris Adamas.
Rosalind Arancibia.
Alana Atkinson. Amaya Butler. Elizabeth Chappell.
Jaquan Doctor. Period. That's it.
Yusuf Dumbia.
Next, we have Amanda Escalona. Oh! What is this fun?
Kamali Jamai Frederick. Dynasty Guzman Florentino. Ciandra Hill. And then you have Janaya Ortiz.
Next, we have Amaya Ramirez. Treasure Rhodes. Gabriel Rivera.
Shaylise Rosario Garcia.
Zachariah Saki. Jordan Samuels. Isaiah Edward Sierra. Kiara Sims. Unfortunately, not able to join us, Adam Vega.
Steven Vivas.
Asim Worley.
It was good of them to save the best house for last, Soto House. So let's do it. You wanna start?
Soto, it's been an honor. Amir Belday.
Fatumata Bamba. Fatimata Kamara.
Jaden Connor. Angeli Cuevas. Davia Edwards. Heavenly Gonzalez. Alasia Hamilton. Dion Jeffrey. Sanithia Lancaster. Larae Lawrence.
Kayla Lee. Navaya Millette. Anaya Marquez. Joey Marte.
Matthew Medina.
Brian Ramirez Lopez. Victor Sanchez. Donathan Stewart.
Matthew Toledo. Nazir West.
Well done.
Now I want to welcome one of our alums, Vanessa Pliego.
Congratulations on your graduation, class of 2022. I am here to officially welcome you to the Legends community. Just like everyone at the high school has been at your side these past 4 years, the Dream Legends team will be a source of guidance for you in the coming years. I know from experience how important that is. Always remember that even though you're starting a new phase, you still have a team to support you along the way. And I urge you to follow your passion and utilize the lessons you've learned at Dream to navigate this next stage of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Now, class of 2022. Hold on. I said I would tell y'all when. Okay. All right. Okay. So, it is my great honor to announce. Y'all know how I feel about these phones, but okay. It is my great honor to announce that you have now met all requirements in accordance with Dream Charter High School. Graduates, please rise. It is now time to move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, you have officially graduated. Now, get ready to throw your hats. 3, 2, 1.
So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that.
So in a moment, families, this direction is very important. Graduates, in a moment, I'm gonna ask. I'll wait. All right, graduates, listen. In a moment, I'm gonna ask that you join us in front of the screen for a group photo. Families, we ask that you please stay seated while we grab the photo, because that'll allow the process to go a lot quicker. Once we grab the photo, we'll exit on 100th Street. Thank you and congratulations, graduates, again. And thank you for everyone for coming to celebrate the class of 2022. All right, graduates, you'll step over here for your picture.
Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you are a champion? You don't see just how wild the crowd is. You don't see just how fly my style is. I don't see why I need a stylist. When I shot so much, I can speak Italian. I don't know, I just want it better for my kids. And I ain't saying we was from the projects, but every time I want to lay away or deposit, my dad'd say when you see clothes, close your eyelids.